Episode number 3, Farhan Syed, Making Friends with Perseverance in...
Welcome to the Rise to Success podcast, inspiring you to create a successful business on your terms. Join money coach Meredith Bissiker and her expert guests every Monday and Thursday to get the tools you need to help you create your ideal business and life. Now, here's your host, Meredith.
Welcome to the Rise to Success podcast. I'm your host, Meredith Bissiker. In this episode, you're going to meet SEO consultant and analyst Farhan Syed, who stumbled into his business by simply wanting to help a friend. His desire to help is paying off, and he's now growing a business he loves while, at the time of recording, working a day job as a senior PeopleSoft administrator. So this is a fellow who knows what it's like to juggle a demanding day job, his own business, plus, as you'll learn, a young family. Farhan's going to rev up your determination to push through in your business. He has some very wise words that he keeps up on his whiteboard to share with new entrepreneurs in particular about what it takes to succeed in the first 2 years of business. One of my favorite parts of this conversation is when he shares with us how his 8-month-old's determination to walk has stuck with him and acts as a constant reminder to Farhan to persevere. Farhan also gives us a reality check about courses and advises newbies about how to pick the right courses for you so that you get the results you want and need to grow your business, and how to make sure that a course will overdeliver instead of being overhyped. You can connect with Farhan by visiting his website at www.farhansyed.me. I love what Farhan says about courses because many times courses will not deliver. There are a lot of good courses out there, though. It's nice when you have an opportunity to give one a try before you invest. So that's why I offer a trial version of Stop Giving It Away, Get Paid. You can pick up your trial version at www.meredithbissiker.com/get-paid. I'll put all those links in the show notes so that you can connect with both me and with Farhan. All right, let's meet Farhan. Farhan, thanks so much for joining me today.
Hi, Meredith. How are you?
I'm good. I'm doing well, and I'm very excited to have you today on the Rise to Success podcast. We're going to share some of your personal experiences around overcoming some obstacles and just striving for success on your own terms today.
I'm excited to be here too. Thank you for the opportunity. Let's get into it.
Okay, sounds good. The first thing that I'm asking every guest on this show to tell me is, what is success for you? Define success.
Well, to be honest, success is to have a vision and to work on that vision with perseverance, and to be able to reach to a point where you just don't want to give up, right? That's success to me.
I don't want to give up. Well, first off, why don't you tell the listeners a bit about what you do for business? Because I think that is what you're referring to right now as far as not wanting to give up.
Right. Okay, so I'm an SEO consultant and analyst, right? I do search engine optimization, which brings local businesses and portfolios and profiles on front page of Google, MSN, and all those search engines, right? YouTube and stuff. I'm also a senior PeopleSoft administrator by day job. I work in higher education sector. It's basically what goes behind the scene of a web application like a university website.
Okay.
Right?
So you're not very busy then. You're, with a day job and a side hustle. Not busy at all.
It's a day job, yeah.
So when it comes back to success for you, getting to that point of not wanting to give up on what you're working on that vision you have for your business, I can certainly relate to that. Is that something that you had to work up to?
Yes.
Yeah. So tell us a bit about some of the struggles or challenges you've had in the past before you got to this point of, that's it, I'm not giving up anymore.
Okay, so let me I'm gonna share my story, right? How I started. I was just helping a friend of mine in the local community building a website for him, right? He knew that I work in IT in a university, right? So he called me and said, "Hey, Farhan, can you build me a website or help me build it?" So I was like, "Okay, sure." And then I built a website for him, right? But then what happened was like he didn't have any customers, right? Because we just created a website and it just sat there and nobody knew that he had a website. So when people search online for his services and stuff, they could not reach him. So he didn't get any clients. So that's how he asked me, what should we do about it? And then I started learning more about it just to help him out, right? And I was thinking how he can start getting more clients, how he can get noticed. I started with Facebook advertisements, and then I learned about search engine optimization, where he can get targeted traffic for free. That's how I started learning. I started taking courses. It sparked interest in me. It was really interesting topic to me, being with a background of IT, right? So a lot of courses that I took were really ineffective because they promise so many things, but they don't really deliver what they overhyped courses and stuff, right? So it was kind of getting to me, right? Like, I mean, I was getting dragged down by it. I was not seeing much success or immediate success, so that I can go on with a lot of confidence, right? But then what happened was, like, in my regular life, I had a 8-month-old son then, right? He was just trying to start walking, right? And then he was trying to learn. He was trying so many times. He was falling down, and then he was just. I mean, this is a really good story that I always look back, think about it, and then it inspires me every time I think about it, right? So he tries to walk or start standing. He's just trying to stand, right? He falls down. He tries again. He falls down. He does that several hundreds of times a day, right? I see him. He's sleeping. He wakes up, and then he holds me and tries to stand up, right? That just I could not understand that urge and spark in him that made him try so hard just to stand up. I don't even know what it meant to him at that time, right? I don't know why he wants to stand up so much, but he tried so much. And I was like, okay, I have to help him. I used to help him so much. And then it really inspired me. The concept of persistence really hit me at that time. Persistence, never give up, is something that I always think about. And this is the story that gets me going all the time. And I hope that it's clear to you.
Oh,
What I'm trying to tell you.
absolutely. As a mom, yes, watch my kids just do something that, it's funny, especially with children walking, there is that natural urge for them to push themselves, because I don't think they know any better. I think there's that instinct to learn to walk, sure, but they just don't know any better, that it's okay to fall on their bum so many times, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times, to even just to stand. And I know my own children, they inspire me just through their innocence, because they don't know any better sometimes when they're just trying something over and over and over again. That's an excellent analogy, an excellent way to look at it. And so now, when you're getting stuck with a task, or you've got a goal, a sprint that you're going toward, and you're getting stuck on that, do you still look back at that and just get that vision of your son, your 8-month-old son, standing and falling?
Definitely, always. I have it written with a permanent marker on my whiteboard. Never give up.
I love it. And how old is your son now?
He's a little over 1 year.
Oh, excellent.
Almost 2.
Oh, okay. Excellent. So he's been inspired. Oh, he's going to be responsible for so much. When you accept your awards in the future, you can dedicate them to him.
Definitely.
So now for you right now, the definition of the success is perseverance, not wanting to give up. Just that is such an interesting perspective of success, because you're not saying, oh, it's earning this much money, or it's having this car, or it's, being able to leave my day job. It's being in that mindset of not giving up. That is success for you.
Right. It's not about money, because money is just a byproduct.
Yes, I have said that myself. Money is a byproduct. It is. It's a byproduct of so many different circumstances and actions that we take. That's perfect, Farhan. So now, as you work forward in your business, in your SEO business, or maybe even when you're looking at your day job and for life in general, say a year from now, how will you know that you've succeeded? What will be that level of measurement for you?
Well, I have a plan for next 2 years that I'm really a realistic plan that I'm really trying to achieve. And as if I'm able to achieve those long short goals, and I think I'm achieving success. I'm on my path. I think it's the ability to achieve the goals is success. I think it's the ability to complete my goals and vision is success.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
That's what I'm trying to see myself in the coming years.
Okay, that makes sense. Just having taken those steps to get there, you'll know that you've succeeded.
Correct.
I'm staring up at the ceiling right now, and this is one of my famous lines. My clients will know this because it gets me thinking. The sitting back and being able to say, "Oh my gosh, I did that. I did that." And you cannot put a price on that. No one can take that away from you.
Definitely.
Yeah. Oh, that's fantastic. So you have one son, and do you have other children as well?
Yeah, actually, I have two sons.
They're
sons. Very apart, yeah.
Okay. All right. So they keep you busy. Do you have, I think what I really want to dig into is, because this is such an important topic of conversation for entrepreneurs and for other people who have, what might be defined as bigger goals for their lives, what feel like big goals for them. How do you attack your goals? How do you lay out your plans? Okay,
I'm an extrovert, and I have a partner who I discuss my goals and my plan. I'm a fan of writing things down, right? And I have a huge whiteboard in my office, and I just scribble. I love writing. I divide things into the most important, into major goals, and then I divide them and I create action plans. I use mind mappings, using Meister task. It's a really good tool. I love it. I share it with my friends and my partner, and we keep each other accountable to our tasks, and we meet very often, twice or thrice a week, and we discuss what we have achieved and what we're going to do next, and moving forward, what will be the action plan and stuff. That's how that's how I work.
You mentioned accountability. It's one thing to create a plan. It's one thing to write it up on the whiteboard. It's a whole other thing to say it out loud to someone else. I'm going to do this and check in on me, or I'm going to check in with you. And, the consequences don't have to be that your friends are going to say, "Oh, you suck. You didn't get that done today." That's not what it's about. There's something about just knowing that you're going to be able to celebrate with someone, or be able to come back and say, "I didn't accomplish this, and I'm not sure what's going on." And does that happen sometimes? Do you say, "This didn't quite work out as planned. Do you have some suggestions for me?"
Yes. I think my partner is also my mentor. So we kind of go about discussing how we're going to deal with the negativities or the setbacks or downsides and stuff. But yeah, definitely we discuss this twice or thrice a week, how it's coming. And since we're meeting really very often, I think it's not like once a month or something. So there's not a lot of room to just let it go, or lay back or something like that. So he's gonna ask me tomorrow what I have done today and yesterday, and how am I going, and stuff like that. So I think having a mentor really helps too, because if you get stuck in some process, it's really it really helps. And the mentors, they have already experienced stuff, so they I mean, it's been in my experience that it has always helped me discussing things. And a lot of times in the same profession, if you have a mentor or a partner who believe in the same things that you do, and who have similar ideologies and vision, if you share a vision with someone, it's amazing. You can create wonders.
Yes, absolutely. I have really enjoyed working with several mentors over the past couple of years around my business. And they're always just, a couple of steps ahead of me, maybe a few more than a couple of steps sometimes, but they've been where I've been. They can relate.
Right.
And they can also inspire.
Definitely.
And there's different organizations out there where, you don't have to spend thousands of dollars to work with a mentor. There are organizations out there that can match people up with mentors. And also, you're an extrovert, so am I. You and I have no problem reaching out to someone and saying, can we connect once a month or twice a week or however it is. But getting out there and saying to someone, would you mind if I connected with you once a month or every 2 months and just reported back to you and asked you a couple of questions? Sometimes that works. Sometimes that works. That's a great point about bringing up mentors, because I don't know about you, but I've been in a place where for a long time where I just wanted to do it all on my own. I didn't need help. Have you been like that, or did it take you some time to say, okay, I'll take help, or have you always accepted it and ran with it?
Actually, you know what? My wife tells me, don't try to do everything at once, or don't try to take everything on you. But since I started clustering all the things at once, and that was kind of slowing my process down. So I started, taking help of my partner and delegating things and outsourcing some of the redundant stuff that I do in my business, right? So that has cleared a lot of things in my practice. But that's a really good point. You sometimes what happens is, you want to do this, you want to do that. There's so many things that comes to your mind, so many ideas that you want to work on, but you just can't be two people, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you have to take a step back. Let me tell you one more thing. This is the best advice I have ever gotten, right? I was told that you should just get into it, start doing it, take the steps, start the work, and then take baby steps, and then everything else will follow.
Mm-hmm.
And once you start doing things, opportunities come your way. And it has been my experience that is so true. Opportunities multiply.
Opportunities multiply. And do you find that those opportunities multiply because of the right steps you're taking, because of an awareness now that you're watching for those good opportunities? Do they feel like they've landed in your lap, I guess is what I'm asking, or are you just quicker to snap them up?
I think it's a mixture of all of them, because opportunities, you got to work for it. First, you need to start working. You need to start looking for something. Then you will find something, and then it's going to lead to something else. And that's how you reach. That's how I am where I am right now. It not because I sat on a couch watching Netflix, but I did something. I started. I turned my TV off a long time ago, and it's not that you don't enjoy or anything, but relaxation is a very crucial part. But I think that, you gotta take a step. You gotta take the effort, take the action, right? Make the effort and work towards something. You want to do something, you have a goal, try to do something towards that goal. Things will open up. It is bound to open up. I'm not going to be talking at CES next year or something like that, but I'm definitely heading towards that route, right? So it's what I'm trying to say is that, start working something, just take the action. Open up Google, start searching for things. There are a lot of websites that can help you out. There's so many free stuff, right, that can help you. Just, you don't want to get down with too much information overload or something. Practice at the same time, learn and practice. But the most important thing is just start, get into it.
Yes. I did a live Facebook video the other day, and I said, just like Nike, just do it. Get started now. Take those steps. And sure, there's a way to map it out. And that's where the mentors can come in, or, a friend can come in and help you decide on what the best goal is to chase right now. But you've got to get moving. And that was a lesson I had to learn too, Farhan, last year. There were many nights where I just sat there going, oh, I'm a bit tired. Oh, why bother? It's not going to work anyway. I wasn't doing anything. Right. That is a vital lesson that I had to learn so I can get out there and share it with everyone else. You have this vision, you can do it. And with every step, don't you find that your confidence grows?
Absolutely. Every single task that I complete makes me even more confident.
Yes, exactly. We could probably talk about this all day as far as, taking action, because once you start seeing the results of those baby steps every day, even if it's just one every day, it multiplies. Like you said, the opportunities multiply.
Right.
And I hope that that's, something that listeners will take away today, is be inspired to take that action. That's how you achieve the success you want to achieve. So a couple more questions for you.
Sure.
I'm wondering, what would you say to our listeners as far as your mistakes go? Now that you know what you know, what would you tell listeners not to do or to avoid as they're growing their businesses?
I think a lot of times, a lot of entrepreneurs give up. I think they fail a couple times, they fail probably 10 times, and then they give up. I saw a meme the other day that depicts what I'm trying to say so accurately. It says that you're almost reaching your goal, just don't give up, right? So you never know when you're gonna hit it.
That's right.
So you just gotta keep going, keep moving. Persistence is the key.
Yeah.
Persistence, perseverance. That's it. And failures are always part of it. Failures make you a successful person. They form you. They make you learn how not to do it. There's 1,000 ways of not doing something. You gotta go through all of them to reach the one way to do it. Right.
That's right. And I think those lessons you can apply to different tasks that you have in your business. I mean, creating a landing page is far different than, putting an interview together, but still you can take some of those more holistic lessons and apply them to everything you're doing in your business, such as don't give up.
And another thing is that I want to say is you need to believe in yourself, right? There's going to be a lot of negativity. There's going to be a lot of people who wants to drag you down, right? But never listen to anything else. If you want to do something, just do it. You want to plan for it. You want to persevere in that direction. You don't want to give up. You don't want to just listen to people. People are always going to say something. Just distance yourself with the negative people. And also, one of the most important thing that I want to talk is giving, right? Giving is the best way to get. right? Help others, and you will fully know how to get yourself. And this is how I started my journey, right? I was helping my friend. It was not for money or anything. It was out of pure friendship that I was helping him. And, that made me a really good and better person as a person and as a business person too. Because now I know what I can do and what I'm really good at, right? So,
Yes.
yeah.
This is an excellent point. And I remember seeing last year a few entrepreneurs out there, online entrepreneurs, who turned their businesses around because they stopped thinking about, okay, how many leads is this opt-in going to get? How many people can I sign up if I do this? They turned it around to, what can I give my audience? What kind of value can I give to them? There's a point where we don't want to drain our resources, but what can we get out there to connect and to give? And like you said, it also teaches us more about our business, more about what we can do. It helps us create content and all those helpful things, but giving. And that's one of the reasons I do free sessions, is it's a way to just get out there and give to people who really need the help right now. And so in what other ways do you give? You talked about helping your friend and how that blossomed into your business, but how else do you give through your business?
I offer training, free training. I look into my, if you go into my website, farhansyed.me, I offer 30 minutes appointment time where I can look into someone's website, give them advices, and offer them what they can do without really buying some stuff, without really buying any courses, no pitch or anything. But I just offer pure advice. So just like I offer advice to the old me, right? I would definitely advise something like that in my trainings, and I have some free trainings as well that people can access on my website without they don't even need to sign up or anything. They can just go to my website and then go through the materials and articles that I post in there regularly. So I think the best way is to give is to help people, motivate them to grow their business, grow their ideas, and tell them what I would have needed when I was just starting up. So I think I relate to that scenario, and I kind of help people in terms of how it would really help them without ever asking for anything in return.
Yes. Yeah. You and especially talking about how you think about your old you. I do the same. I think, okay, this is, after something happens, after I've finished something in my business, I'll, mull it over for a couple of months, possibly forget about it if it wasn't terribly successful. And then I'll come back to it and think, perhaps I'm sitting with a client, or maybe I see a post in Facebook or something inspires me to say, please don't do this. This is a mistake I made. Don't make the same mistake, and get that out there too. And because there are so many old me's, old you's, people getting out there lost because as you said, there are so many resources out there, whether they're paid, but we really can learn anything we want to learn on the web, but it's overwhelming.
Right.
And if we can narrow it down like you're doing through your sessions, and I will put a link to your website here so that our listeners will be able to find you as well and get a bit more information about or take advantage of those free resources and possibly connect with you for a free session. So your free sessions, are they to support SEO, and are you helping with Facebook advertising, or how do you help people in the free sessions?
Well, right now I'm really good at SEO. So I'm just helping with SEO, but I do offer advices and stuff on Facebook advertisements as well, because I did that before, and I liked how it works too. So the only reason I went to SEO is because of the nature, right? The free advertising and stuff, targeted audience coming to you instead of you approaching them, right? People are more than welcome to schedule a session with me, and then I can help them if they have any Facebook advertisement questions and SEO questions and general WordPress website issues and stuff like that. So I'll be more than happy to help out.
Oh my gosh, who doesn't need help with WordPress? Says someone who uses it. Yes. Okay, so we've really dug deep into so much good advice, and you've shared your experiences. I'd like to know, besides people sitting on the couch, binging on Netflix, what is the most common block you see amongst new entrepreneurs that you would like to help them overcome?
I think information overload is one of the, I get tired of listening to it, because people always, they're like, okay, there's so many, I've taken this course, I've taken that course. I mean, I've been through it too myself, right? Mm-hmm. And I see people going through it too. Like they take so many courses because there are many trainers out there who promise something. Many of them are really genuine, mm-hmm. but there are so many things out there that, people take the courses, but they're not going anywhere after that. Possibly because of the way people are taught, or because of how one is perceiving that subject. But I feel that information overload is one of the most common problems that people face in terms of in this journey, right? Mm-hmm. So my advice is to start doing with what you already know, right? And at the same time, learn on the sides, right? Because if you have taken some courses, it's not following in his footsteps that you're going to achieve success, guaranteed, right? Or something like that. But I think taking the information and using it your way to achieve your goal, because it's all about you and how you use your resources to form your success. It's not about, okay, I've taken this course and according to this guy, if I do this, I should be able to get success, right? Sometimes it works and sometimes I don't, sometimes unfortunately it doesn't. Mm-hmm. But I think one should use the resources in hand to use his own ideas, right?
Yes.
Use their own ideas to use those resources and achieve whatever you would like to achieve, what you had initially planned for. That's my advice, is that just start doing what you already know, and then you get more ideas.
Oh yes. Oh yes. And I believe that people, when they start their business, they start their business to do something they love, something that they trust, they know, but can lose their confidence so quickly, especially in the online realm. So I think that's where the information overload, or what's also known as the shiny object syndrome, comes in. If I learn this, I'll be better. If I learn this, I'll be able to grow my business. And it comes at us. I mean, in the Facebook groups, everywhere we go, we get it in our face all the time. So knowing what taking some time, not falling into this trap of fear of missing out, good old FOMO, right. and taking the time to know whether or not what you're signing up for is truly going to help you move ahead, and asking people who have taken the courses before or worked with the person before, what were the results, and right. seeing if that will suit. And the other thing I'm a huge advocate for, and I'm glad you brought this up, is to know that you can always do it your own way. I'm a huge advocate for this, because last year I got myself caught up in trying to emulate what other money coaches were doing out there. And, using language that I don't normally use, talking about abundance, which is not a word or a concept that I talk about. It's something I understand, but it's not me. And when we fall into this trap of trying to emulate other people, or doing what, the leaders in the courses that we're signing up for are teaching us, we lose ourselves, we lose our passion, we lose our creativity, and everything can start falling apart from there.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm trying to tell.
Yeah. If I do say
Yeah.
so myself.
Yeah. So I think you need to take step back and think about what this course is going to do to you. Try to ask for the results, right? And see if the results are legit, right? See if you can talk to them, not just a testimonial that says, "Whoa, this course is awesome" or something like that, but look for testimonials that show results, right? Results as in consistent results. Many of us can achieve something once or twice, possibly, but not consistently. But success is achieving something consistently. Achieving 10K a month for just 1 month is not success. I think, I mean, you have to be able to achieve that every single month or more, right? That's exactly what you need to look for. You need to look for results that are really consistent. And you're not offending anyone by asking for results or anything. Try to see, this way you can filter out the, not so genuine coaches with the genuine ones, right? So see if they are applying the same thing with what they're teaching or coaching, right? And then go with that.
I agree. And the coaches or the teachers out there who really do seem to be quite genuine. I saw a sales page yesterday from Bushra Azar. Are you familiar?
Yes.
Her work? And it was a beautiful sales page. And I mean, she writes about persuasion, and it was a persuasive sales page. But what I really liked about it was there was this part about her, and she said, look, I don't have time. I don't have a lot of time, and I work my butt off, and I'm a mom of two, and I just quit my consulting gig, and, really put it out there like, oh, this thing I'm selling won't make your life, or she could have said, this will make your life so much easier. That's not what she was saying. She was saying hard work, taking action every single day. That's what this is about. And perhaps that helped to detract the people who weren't so dedicated from signing up too. But I really liked the way that she put that out there. And I thought, gee, that encourages me to just keep being genuine myself and making sure that people know that, this isn't magic. This is about effort.
Absolutely.
Great. Well, this has been a fantastic conversation. I wonder if there's any other messages you'd like to get out there to our listeners, any points that are burning that you just need to get out there.
Well, I think people need to just shoot for the stars and, aim really high, and don't think that something is really impossible or something until you really work for it. And until you've seen thousands and thousands of failures, you got to believe in yourself, work for it. You need to work like crazy. Just don't listen to anybody else. Don't listen to all the negativity or anything. Be reasonable, in terms of what your goal is, and, aim high, but at the same time, you gotta think that this is going to be helping people. This is going to make a difference in the community. This is going to really help make someone's life easier, and go from there instead of thinking about how to make money, right? So I think that's a really important thing, that people can have a really good mindset.
Yes. In the course that I offer, and with my new clients and just people who hang out with me online, they know I talk about, or they hear me talk about, plan of impact. Put impact before income every single time. And you mentioned, how is this going to impact community? Bang on. And I asked them, how will making more money in your business impact your personal life and your business as well? And I tell them, the more money you make, the more ability you'll have to impact others' lives. And that is why people start businesses, typically, at least people in our circles, I believe, Farhan. It's to get out there and impact other people's lives. Put that first.
That's so true.
Well, thanks again for joining me today. And I can't wait to get this interview out because the messages that you've put out here, I know will inspire people. I think it's going to be one of those interviews that people will replay just to kick them in the patootie and get them moving on the days they feel like they shouldn't.
Definitely. Thank you. Really appreciate you having me. And it was really a good pleasure talking to you.
Well, thank you, Farhan.
Thank you.
Take care.
You too.